guys, gals, non-binary pals. Welcome back to my channel. My name is AJ Thomas. I'm an author, a reader, and a lover of all media. And today we are going to be doing a reaction to the first ever kill count. And we will be doing this every couple of weeks, probably. I don't know how often yet. And we're going to do a little mini break from Degrassi Junior High. I'll probably get back to it next week or the week after. And then we are going to be posting them pretty much every day. Not every day. Every scheduling day will be a Degrassi Junior High video. So 3 a week pretty much. And we're just going to binge pretty much the rest of the show. And then we're going to do Degrassi High School pretty much right after and binge that. And then we are going to take a break for probably a couple of weeks and do a couple of other videos until we do Degrassi Next Generation. We'll probably sprinkle in some other videos when I just feel like filming. Like if I feel like doing a filming video. It might not always be a Degrassi Junior High extra video. So there will probably be 2 to 3 Degrassi Junior High videos a week from now on after my little pause. We're still going to do a video about my childhood. It's just a little harder for me to film because it makes me cry. See, I want to cry even talking about just making the video. So we're going to do that and talking about why I want to be an author and all of that. So let's get into the kill count reaction. It is a kill count to Friday the 13th. Let's get into it. Okay. I hope you enjoy the reaction. Hello, you guys. We're going to get into Friday the 13th kill count. The original kill count of it. And we're going to work our way all the way through the list. These will probably come every couple of weeks, not once a week, every couple. Like an in-between thing. So yeah, let's get in. I'm going to make sure all my settings are correct. Yep. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. I love this Dead Meat theme song.
Tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the original Friday the 13th, which was released.
I love the fact that he looks exactly the same as he does now in these later videos. I'm pretty sure there's like 8 years in between. He has not aged at all in these. I guess that's normal for somebody in their late 20s, early 30s. I guess in here he probably was in his like early to mid 20s.
1980 and spawned one of the most iconic franchises in the horror genre.
Sorry, my hair looks a little messy. It always looks like this when I have headphones.
The 13th series is most well known for its ghoulish bully, Jason Voorhees. But as anyone who's seen Scream can tell you, the killer in the original film was not Jason, but was in fact his mother. See, Pamela Voorhees got pissed 20 years ago when camp counselors making Whoopi ignored Jason and got him drowned. So that's why she gets down to killing. And how much killing? Let's find out.
I've seen this one. I always find it really boring. I've made it all the way through it like one time. I just find it really boring. I find this and Halloween just immensely boring.
The intro of the movie takes place in 1958. You know, America's golden age. Jobs were plenty and the best form of
turn this down a little bit.
Singing church songs at a summer camp. Sure gets these two kids worked up as they wander off to play a little cabin attic grab ass. It's these two giggling lovers, Barry and Claudette, who Pamela begins her vengeance with. But hey, since Jason drowned a full year prior to this, she's probably had a lot of time to think up some innovative kills, right? Nope, Barry gets stabbed in the gut below screen for the first kill of the franchise. Kind of a lame start to a movie known for gruesome kills. Looks like he just squeaked.
Accurate. I mean, I'd always heard that this movie has really good kills, and then I watched it, and I was kind of disappointed by a lot of the kills. They all just kind of felt very boring, and they didn't make a lot of sense for Pamela. For the Jason Voorhees kills, I mean, he's a zombie, like, hybrid thing in the later films, but even in the first one, I mean, he's a big guy. It's not far out of the reach that he would be able to do those innovative kills, but for Pamela, I don't think she's very tall, and she's like an old lady, so it just doesn't make a lot of sense that she's able to do these kills.
The tomato against his belly. After that, Pamela turns on Claudette. They play catch with some boxes before the film starts to lag or something. Oh, no, that's just shitty slow motion. A freeze frame signifies Claudette's death, the second of the film. Then it pushes in on the frame and flashes to white, meaning we just watched Claudette pass into the afterlife, I guess. Great, now we're in the present where creepy old dudes give really weird line readings.
Never come back again. Shut up, Ralph.
Yeah, shut up, Ralph. Not that this dude's much better. He's very obviously grabbing her ass, helping her into his truck, and I don't like the way he's looking at her there. But thankfully, all he does is give her a bunch of Crystal Lake backstory before dropping her off. Then we get...
I feel like a lot of older men in horror movies just come off very creepy, but I guess that kind of fits into the vibe, because, you know, they're a possible killer, so So like they show you a bunch of creepy men or creepy ladies, and it's just they're very obviously red herrings. Like, you don't think the guy who's driving the truck in the beginning. But I kind of guess I would like it if, like, you think that somebody's not the killer, and you're like, oh, they're obviously a red herring. And then they do end up being the killer. I do usually like that. I find it funny.
Meet all the other counselors, including Kevin Bacon and his pals, who are seriously introduced with
Kevin Bacon!
I feel like one of them should be playing a milk jug. They arrive at camp and meet camp owner Steve Christie, who probably oils himself up in front of a mirror every morning. I mean, look at him. Back to Annie Phillips, the teen who got harassed in town. She gets picked up by someone who listens silently while Annie talks about how awesome she is.
How many times does she hitchhike here?
As long as I have, you'll do anything.
Then Annie freaks out and does a sweet somersault from the speeding vehicle, but still winds up as the third kill of the film with a pretty decent throat slit 22 minutes in. I'm using the unrated version here, so it's a few frames longer. You're welcome. After that, we have to sit through 20 more minutes of these shitty teenagers.
Again, I just don't understand how Pamela would be able to do that.
A really good-looking prop snake. Wait, oh no, I'm sorry. This is 1980 and this is a no-budget movie. That's a real fucking snake. That was an animal. They even run to Ralph, who's hanging out in their pantry.
That's so sad.
Maybe he was just trying to get a look at Alice's sweet Luke Skywalker cosplay. Nailed it. Finally, someone else dies. It's Ned, the trickster.
Honestly, that feels very... that was an accurate roast.
Or whatever character, whose charming qualities include life-threatening gags, pretending to drown just to get a kiss, and cultural appropriation.
Sounds good for an 80s movie.
He wanders into a cabin and gets killed off screen, but his body shows up 40 minutes in. It happens while Kevin Bacon's character Jack gets his bang on with his girlfriend Marcy. Turns out Pamela put Ned in Jack's upper bunk. Classic camp prank. Kevin Bacon's gonna see his body and be like, dude, quit cock blocking. But actually, Bacon doesn't see it, so instead of Ned's body, sexy times is cut short by a full bladder when Marcy leaves to pee. Jack takes the opportunity to smoke a joint long enough for Pamela to grab his head and stick an arrow through his neck from below. It's a very iconic death, but I always laugh at the mental image of Pamela sliding her way under the bed just to be able to do this. Whatever.
That's how I feel when I watch horror movies. I'm like, it must have been so funny to have to get under the bed just to do that.
And just enjoy this death again. Good stuff, Tom Savini. Then we get 2 straight minutes of the Marcy Standler underpants party before she joins the Vic list with an axe to the head. Another truly fantastic kill. Where was this kind of makeup for those first 2 kills, guys? Meanwhile, there's been a game of strip Monopoly going on between Brenda, Bill, and Alice, but it gets shut down by Mother Nature. And where was Steve? Probably oiling himself up in the other room, right? Nah, he's back in town eating pancakes or something. Stuck in a diner because it's raining, or someone is just spraying a hose back and forth on that car, but let's pretend it's raining. Despite the stormy weather, Brenda gets lured outside.
It looks so much better in like that scene than it does in the parking lot.
Yeah, that'll break your reading concentration. She wanders outside and ends up looking like a creepy wet porcelain doll on the archery range. The cutaway in a screen means she's probably getting killed, but we'll wait for confirmation before we add her to the kill count. Don't worry, we get an on-screen kill soon enough when Steve Christie heads back to camp and gets stabbed below screen? What? What the hell, Friday the 13th? I thought...
Again, a very boring kill.
We were in for some gruesome kills. I mean, I understand the first 2, you wanted to set a false sense of security or whatever, but come on, Body Oil Steve was just asking for a gruesome kill. At this point, it's down to final girl Alice Hardy and her kind of but not really love interest Bill Brown. They separate, but they're reunited when Alice opens the door and finds Billy Boy pinned to the door with arrows.
Ew.
I don't know if he got shot against that door or if he was killed and then pinned up to it like a list of grievances, but either way, it's a memorable kill. Then, for whatever reason, Mrs. Voorhees chucks Brenda's body through the window like a brick with a warning on it. She's got like holes in her and a rope around her.
Gross.
I don't know. I'm honestly just distracted by the actress moving around there. It's after all this that Alice finally meets Mrs. Voorhees face to face.
Well, I'm Mrs. Voorhees.
Pamela gives the whole spiel about irresponsible camp counselors and such, and then a 10-minute chase ensues, complete with Chinatown-like slapping, extreme close-ups on Betsy Palmer's teeth, and a full-on hit to the crotch. Ouch. It all comes to a head on the beach.
That would
Alice
really
picks up
hurt.
the machete, charges at Mrs. Voorhees full speed, and straight up decapitates her. It's another iconic kill in a movie with plenty of
that's
them,
a good kill.
and the hands in the air gesturing, "Why, God, why?" are just the cherry on top.
That is a very good kill.
Finished, but we get one last scare in the infamous Jason boat grab, where he pops up from the lake and pulls Alice out of the boat. Turns out to be just a dream, though, so don't worry. It's not like they take that scene and formulate 11 more movies around it. I'm lying, they did. But right now we're still focused on the first movie, so let's break this shit down and do the numbers.
Let's get to the numbers.
5 guys and 4 girls. She herself,
Pretty good number.
Alice, bringing the total kill count to 10, evenly split among genders, plus 1 for
Yay!
NPC. At a runtime of 95 minutes, that comes out to 1 human death about every 10 minutes. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw Award, which
Honestly, that's a pretty good even breakdown. Nowadays, you get a lot more men than you do women in movies. I think back then it was because it was a lot of couples getting killed. Like, couples were getting killed together. So there's a lot
the movie to the Baconator
more.
himself, Chad Burrell. Although Marcy's
More
axe to the head
equal.
was pretty cool. His death is just so iconic, and apparently it malfunctioned during their one take,
Oh.
so makeup assistant Tasso Stavrakis ended up having to blow the fake blood through a tube manually. That's dedication, dude. Conversely, the Dome Machete goes to the lamest culprit. A lot of options here, what with all the off-screen stabbing.
Yeah.
That freeze frame on Claudette in the beginning takes the cake. And
Definitely
there you
the
have
worst
it.
one.
Friday the 13th, released in 1980, the film that started it all. Next up, we'll be looking at Friday the 13th Part 2, where Jason gets to play, but until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count. Hey guys, thanks a
Yay,
lot for
Kill
watching
Count.
the very first video on my new channel, Dead Meat. I'm going to start this channel off by conquering all of the Friday the 13th movies, so if you want to see that, make sure you click the button over there.
So this is my kill count reaction. I will probably do more of these. This one's a little shorter just because the video is shorter itself. He doesn't go more into the depth of the characters. And I will still probably do reviews to the horror movies because I've always been planning to do reviews to horror movies and maybe even reaction videos. I'm not exactly sure how or when I'll do that. But this is just a fun little extra thing because I love Dead Meat. I absolutely love it. Like, I fall asleep to kill counts. Like, those are my comforting videos. I love kill counts. So, we'll do another reaction video to another kill count. Probably, I don't know how soon, but I genuinely don't know. We're going to do a couple videos that aren't Degrassi Junior High, and I'll talk more about that in my outro. Okay, see you guys in the intro. I was about to say I love you guys. I'll say that in my outro. I always almost do an outro and then film an actual outro. Hello guys! I hope you enjoyed my reaction to the kill count for Friday the 13th. We will be doing kill counts every so often, like I said. So this was the video. If you have a suggestion of what video you want more of, I hope you tell me. Yeah, if you have any opinions on the channel, just let me know. I probably won't follow them because this is my channel and I'll pretty much do what I want. But I do love hearing your guys' suggestions and stuff. Also, if you have any questions for me, like I tell you guys every video, leave them down below and I'll answer them in the intro. I haven't gotten any questions yet though, so I hope I do get a question at some point. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Bye!